Hi everyone, and welcome to today's weekly win. So I thought today I'd share something a little bit more personal. Use it, don't use it, but I'm just sharing something from myself and Vicky's life. So there's five things that we focus on in our world as a family, as a couple, and as individuals, and that's we try to fill our buckets or fill our circles of where we learned from the five Buffini circles. So being personal, family, spiritual, financial, and business. And what often tends to happen is, and then maybe in the past, before we sort of understood this concept, is a lot of us tend to focus on one of those areas, right? So whether it be your business or your career, and we spend all our time and our energy and our effort to either climb the proverbial corporate ladder or to build our business out to as successful as it can be, which is not a bad thing. But what sometimes happens is we spend a lot of our time there, a lot of our energy and a lot of our focus there, and some of those other circles are neglected. Like on the personal side, maybe I'm not looking after myself as well. Maybe I'm not eating as healthily as I should, or exercising as much as I should, or taking recreational time. Or maybe I'm spending too much time there and not enough time on the family side and investing in the kids and investing in time with Vicky and nights out and etc. And you know where I'm going with this. And similarly, we can find ourselves sometimes in different seasons of our life focusing on these circles as individuals, as individual entities. And then what tends to happen is the rest of them suffer. So we don't get this right all the time. Absolutely. I don't think anybody gets this right all the time. But I want to encourage you to try and look at yourself, whether you're looking at it from a career aspect or business aspect, whether you're looking at it from a family aspect, a personal, whatever it may be. Try and fill all your circles evenly as you journey, as you do life. We have our goals and objectives literally in each of these different circles. For family, certain things that we want to do, for whether it's holidays or travel or whatever that may be. In our personal world, Vicky's got things that she does and hobbies, and I've got mine. We've got stuff we do together. Financial goals, what is it that we want to set up for ourselves later in life, whether it's for us or for our kids or for whomever we may be supporting. But we have goals and objectives in each of these areas, and therefore, to achieve goals and objectives, you need action items. So there's certain action items that we do, but for each of these different areas. Now, the personal side, although I should say the more personal side I wanted to share with you, is the only thing that I guess we changed in the five Buffini circles, which are five interlinked rings, essentially. Now, those things I mentioned that as you saw on the screen earlier, family, personal, financial, etc., is that we tend in our world to put the spiritual in the middle, because for us it's important that each of these different areas is linked to something more rooted or more deeply rooted. If we're making a decision in our personal life, is it something that is just serving us, or is it serving a greater purpose? If it's something related to family or financial or business, is it just serving that particular purpose and so-called circle, or am I making a decision that's in the best interests of my spiritual well-being as well? Now, spiritual could be whatever that is for you. I can tell you that in our world, it's God. But I'll leave that up to you as to where you find your center. And I know that might sound like a airy-fairy Zen word, but for in our world, and I did say it was a personal story for us, it's God. And having that in the center of what we do is important for purpose and balance. Now, again, that may not be you, but I did say I was sharing a personal story. So I want to encourage you, whether it's finding peace, whether it's taking time out, whether it's your faith. Notice I didn't talk about religion. For me, religion is it's almost a horrible word because it's got so many negative connotations. But if it's faith, well, that's how we see it. It's a different and more positive word, and it's something that myself and Vicky and the kids can certainly attach ourselves to and root ourselves in. But whatever that is for you, I encourage you to do two things: is to, one, try and fill all those circles as evenly as you can. And again, like I said, I don't get it right all the time. In fact, I probably get it wrong more than I get it right. And so does our family. None of us are perfect, and I think that's the point. But if we make a conscious effort, an intentional effort to try and spend time in each of these different circles, and we have it centered and rooted in something that's more of a higher purpose, I think we start to understand what this whole life or doing life is all about. Anyway, I hope that shared a little bit of our world. Like I said, use it, don't use it, throw it in the bin. But I know that it's worked for us, and yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I'll catch up with you all soon. Cheers.